The Bible study living room stayed gentle until the leader read the prayer list, and I heard my private news turn into a public request. The living room smelled like candle wax and cinnamon tea. People sat in a circle on mismatched couches, Bibles on their knees, voices soft like everything could be handled carefully. I started going because my neighbor said it helped her anxiety, and I wanted something that looked like stability. I didn't grow up in church. I'm not hostile to it, just unfamiliar. I liked the structure, the way people nodded and listened without interrupting. I liked that nobody asked me to explain my whole life in one sentence. The leader, Paula, always opened with updates and then prayer requests. She kept a little notebook and wrote things down in neat cursive. People shared safe problems, sick relatives, job interviews, patience with teenagers. Everyone responded with gentle faces. A week earlier, I told Paula something private after everyone left. We were stacking chairs and she asked how I was. Really? I wasn't doing well. I just found out I was pregnant, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. It was early. It was complicated. The father wasn't my boyfriend, and I didn't want to say his name in that room. Paula listened with that serious kindness that makes you talk more than you planned. She squeezed my hand and said she'd pray for me. I thought that meant quietly. So when I walked in this week and saw Paula holding a printed sheet instead of her notebook, my stomach tightened. She smiled and said she was trying something more organized. She handed the sheet around so people could pray through the week. I took it and my eyes went straight to the bottom. There it was. Please pray for Natalie as she navigates an unexpected pregnancy and seeks wisdom. My name, my situation, on paper, passed hand to hand like a program. My ears rang. I held the sheet with both hands so it wouldn't shake. Across the circle, a woman I barely knew raised her eyebrows with instant pity. Another woman smiled like I'd shared something brave. Paula started reading the list out loud. When she got to mine, she read it slower. Natalie, she said, unexpected pregnancy. The words filled the room. I could feel everyone turning toward me, even if they didn't look directly. I tried to keep my voice steady. I didn't know that would be shared, I said. It came out small. Paula blinked, surprised. Oh, she said, I thought you'd want support. Support sounded nice, but what I felt was exposed. Not in a dramatic way, in a way that made my skin feel thin. A woman named Cheryl leaned forward and said, "We're so proud of you for choosing life." She said it like a conclusion, like a decision had been made without me. My stomach dropped harder. I hadn't chosen anything yet. I hadn't even said what I was considering. I opened my mouth and nothing came out. I wasn't ready to argue with strangers in a room that thought it was helping. Paula tried to smooth it. "Let's just pray for wisdom," she said quickly. No assumptions, but assumptions were already in the air. During the study, I couldn't focus. People talked about surrender and God's plan, and every phrase felt aimed at me, even if it wasn't. When it was time to pray, hands reached toward me without asking. Warm palms on my shoulder, on my arm. I sat stiff, staring at the carpet, listening to people speak about me to God like I wasn't in the room. When it ended, everyone hugged me. Too long, too gentle, Paula whispered. "I'm sorry if that felt like too much. I just didn't want you to feel alone." I nodded because it was easier than explaining the difference between alone and on display. In my car, I unfolded the prayer sheet again and stared at my name in black ink. I thought about how I told Paula because she seemed safe, and how quickly safe turned into shared. I didn't know if I'd go back. I didn't know if leaving would make me feel better or just lonelier. I started the engine and sat there while the heater warmed up, trying to breathe around the tightness in my chest and the new fact that my private life had become a line item in someone else's weekly plan. The paper crackled loudly.